Max, what's today?
Whismas. Whismas, baby.
The opening day of the Whistler Bike Park.
When's the last time you checked your bike over, considering we're at the workbench here?
Closing weekend last year.
And what's the warm-up lap today?
Crank it up.
Crank it up.
Crank it up.
I saw that Tatiana was open, and I love that trail.
Just like clockwork, my trusty and reliable bike park's opening again for the 2023 season. And I'm stoked because I'm heading up to Whistler Bike Park right now for opening day, and because there's a lot of new information to be digested. If you're gonna be planning a trip here this season, then stay tuned. I will fill you in on what's to be expected. To begin with, Whistler Bike Park is located in Whistler. Now let's spread over one mountain with two different base areas, Whistler and Creekside, including 4 chairlifts and servicing over 1,500 meters of elevation. Now today we're going to be uploading from the Whistler Village Gondola, which is situated 4.5 kilometers north of the Creekside Village on Highway 99. Now that's really important information if you're going to look to book accommodation. Now whether you're visiting for your first or your 50th time, it's important to note that you can only access the bike park from the Whistler Village Gondola for now. That means parking in any number of the Whistler day lots. The Creekside area and the Garbo chairlift are going to be open on June 10th, but they do run slightly shorter operation hours over there. And the Peak Chair, way at the top of Whistler there, servicing the top of the World Trail, is going to be open a little bit later in the season because, as you can see, it's covered in snow. Okay, that's enough base area admin. Let's talk about the uplifts. Sad days for the Whistler Bike Park alumni because the Fitzsimmons chair, which originally serviced this zone behind us, is no longer there. And that's because it's getting upgraded to an 8-person chair and will be back in action next season. New for this summer, the Whistler Village base area will be serviced by the Whistler Village Gondola. Now in the past, the gondola has also ushered sightseers up the mountain, but not this time, meaning each gondola will have biker priority, ensuring that the lift lines move as smooth as possible. Now, if you've never loaded your bike into a gondola cabin before, there is one to practice with at the base area here, so give that a go before you get into the lift line. As far as potential playtime goes, right off the bat, the mountain's gonna be open for service from 10 a.m. until 8 p.m. Extended play hours, so if you've got a twilight pass, for instance, you've got loads of time to ride from 4:30 p.m. onwards. However, as the season goes on and the days get shorter, the hours are gonna also get shorter, so keep that in mind. Now, as for the queues, honestly, every day is a bit different, but the weekends can be quite busy, so expect to wait maybe up to 30 minutes for an upload at times. Now, if you're looking for a really quiet time to ride, I suggest in the rain. But truthfully, with 10 hours of operation here in the bike park, you're gonna find some quiet windows with wide open trails, don't stress. Now, food options can be somewhat limited on the mountain, and the laps can be long and tiring, especially if you're dropping way from top of the world. So I suggest plan accordingly and bring some snacks. Although I gotta say, water fountains do seem to be there when you need them most, and bathrooms are readily available. If you run into any issues with your ride while you're here, there are loads of bike shops within Whistler Village and Creekside Village. Also, nice option, if you just wanna leave your ride at home and rent one, you can do that too. Alrighty, that is enough of the admin for now. Let's go check out the good stuff, the riding. Alrighty, here we go. First laps of the season coming up. Don't you worry, there is no need to be a hero on that first lap, and it's okay, maybe even recommended, to pre-ride before you free ride. So I'm gonna go do some of my favorite warm-up laps here in the park, which is Beeline into Ninja Cougar and then Karate Monkey. Super fun blue trails. This is the perfect lap for getting the bike and body ready for the season ahead. Also, I like to use my warm-up lap as a way to just check out the trail conditions, see how the dirt's riding, and practice on some mini hits before leveling it up later on. Now, if this isn't quite your cup of tea, there's easier trails like Easy Does It to warm up on as well. So sick. So that's what the dirt's looking like here in the Fitzsimmons zone, but what other trails are open, you might be wondering? Well, actually, there's loads of trails open out there. We've got the crowd favorites like the flowy ones, Crank It Up and Bluesium. If you want to get a little free ridey, you can head to Fade to Black. There's also the techie stuff, Whistler Downhill and Detroit Rock City. I mean, the options are endless out here on opening weekend. Make sure to check the daily reports for closures and openings on trails though. As for me, let's do another. Right behind me here is the Garbanzo riding zone, and it's kind of the middle layer of the Whistler Bike Park in my opinion, just above Fitzsimmons and below the Peak Chair. It's opening soon on June 10th, along with the Creekside zone, which has received major upgrades since being closed all of last season to get in a brand new gondola. Over in that zone, they have added 11 kilometers of brand new trails ranging from blue to Proline. No green, sorry. Some upgrades to note are the transformation of a really popular trail Insomnia into a bigger jump line, think A-line vibes. And then of course the brand new trail 1199, which is the Stevie Smith Memorial Trail, will be open later this season. It's gonna be an insane downhill track. Now if you think you know why the trail's named 1199, let us know in the comments below. Special PSA later on this season, as of September 5th, riders can only upload via the Creekside Village Gondola. And that's because Whistler Village is gonna be getting a lot of construction going on. Now there will still be trails riding in the Fitzsimmons zone at that time, but there won't be an uplift. Now I know this seems crazy and we're talking way into the future, but people plan these trips, these dream trips, months, if not years in advance, so you can't be too prepared. Feeling pretty warmed up, that was a lot of chat. Let's go find this A-line trail. Alrighty, we've got to address the elephant in the room, possibly the best jump trail here at Whistler Bike Park, sometimes referred to as the only trail at Whistler Bike Park, A-line. Now don't fret, A-line is open. Not fully open as we've noted in the past because the top of the trail is literally in the construction lift zone. But for the most part, all season long, you're gonna have A-line running lovely. Now, if you've not been here before, you'll understand all the hype about A-line when you do finally visit. And worth mentioning, Dirt Merchant. It's kind of the bigger, more free ride version of A-line. Now it's not open just yet because on that side of the mountain, there's just a bit more snow to melt out, but should be coming soon. However, for this weekend, we've got the lower sections of A-line running, and there's a brand new exit into the Whistler Village base area. So I'm gonna head down now and check that out. We made it to the bottom of A-line here, and whether or not you've ridden this trail before, it's really important to know it has changed. Now previously, you had a couple of line options on this bridge jump here, but nowadays it goes nice and straight over the bridge. You've got some squiggly turns down there, and then it ends on a real sick right-hand hip into the base area. Thank you so much for watching the video today and getting a glimpse of what to expect here at Whistler Bike Park for your next trip or your first trip. And don't forget, peak busy times mean peak busy trails. Personally speaking, I like midweek, early, or late season. I think they're the best times to enjoy this place. I hope to get to do more bike park videos this season, so I hope you subscribe to the channel and then you won't miss those. And if you have any questions about this place, throw them in the comments below and I'll do my best to answer those. Because right now, I gotta go. There's more laps calling.
Well, duh, it's Whismas, of course. Everybody knows that.
Max, what's gonna be your first lap of the day?
Oh, you know, I'm more like an easy does it kind of guy, but like I'm just jonesing to get up there right now.
And Max, when's the last time you checked your four paw action?
I seem busy. I gotta go.